Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. The fluid dynamics in this game are something that just... what's getting attacked? Ooh. Kind of right in the middle. That's a little bit dangerous. A little bit dangerous indeed. Yeah, the fluid dynamics in this game are something that I don't know. I've tried to wrap my mind around them. I've read posts about them in the past, and I've looked at it, and it's like I understand the words that are being said, and it's just when they put them all together in a sentence and put punctuation in there, I get really tired. For the most part, from what I can tell, this is like, you know, the things with the particles, the like quantum physics thing that it behaves in a certain way until it's observed and then it changes its behavior. That kind of thing is kind of what I'm seeing here with the fluid dynamics. I was sitting here going, okay, what's happening? Okay, we're not making this because light oil was backed up, and then I'm going and checking the light oil, and then all of a sudden it starts working, and then all of a sudden petroleum's backed up. It's some weird loop thing that's going on. What I did was I think I picked up somewhere that it's not a good idea to have loops in the system. But I went ahead and created one anyway. So basically what happens is there's this line coming through the middle here that is our petroleum line, and it was going out down here around and making an S pattern, kind of like this, going through and around and ending right here. What was happening was that the pipe here didn't have hardly any petroleum in it. The pipe here was completely full, and I think that suggests a throughput issue to me. It's not getting out. It's being used faster than it can get out. So what I did was basically broke it off here and made a loop, as it were. So we now have, this is a big loop right here, and these guys down here are coming off of that big main loop. And I know you're not supposed to do that, but it seems to have taken care of my problem. I mean, things are being produced up here. It looks like it's being produced a little bit faster than we're actually using it. It's not like these things are running constantly. The little lights are flashing on. The flames are flashing on just ever so slightly. If we look here, we can see the flow of the pipe. It's going that way rather slowly, and if you get over here, you can see it's not moving at all. And then over here, it's moving here. So here's our midpoint right here. The gas in this pipe's not going anywhere. Anything on this side's moving that way. Anything on that side's moving that way. And I'm actually okay with that because our sulfuric acid is full. And we've got full petroleum gas. It's coming in over here. It's meeting right here and going around. I don't know. I just want this plastic line full, and that seems to have fixed it for now. We'll have to keep an eye on it. I'm not saying I fixed it. I'm not saying I solved anything. I'm just saying that it looks like it works for now. And like I said, I think it's a throughput issue. I think that's what the base is of it. And that is something we're going to have to deal with. Okay, I'm going to go back to the main base. In other news, plastic has been doubled. It's looking a lot better. Let's, on our way back, let's take a look at our module production and just see how it's looking. We're running dangerously low on copper. Looks like the whole factory has grinded to a halt because of copper. And I'm sure that's just because of beacons and modules that are needed. How many do we have in here? We have 12? 12 in each one of these? That is great. Not going to complain about that. But yeah, I think we need to come down here. We need to pick up some beacons. We need to pick up some modules. And, you know what? We don't even need to put modules on this train anymore. I don't think I'm going to worry about it, though. We are running low on beacons as well. That is probably a mall production thing. I think we're only making beacons in one factory. Let's just go have a look at that real quick. Coverx is doing well. Coverx is doing well. Beacons, beacons, beacons. Beacons. Beacons just move at the speed of rust. That is what's wrong with beacons. How much wire do you need? You need only 10. You're keeping up. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's do that. That'll help a little bit. And speaking of beacons, they're not really. Well, I mean, we could get rid of that. I mean, is there somewhere else you could send your stuff off to? Let's see. What is that? Is that yellow belt? That is yellow belt. Would that work? Beacon. Almost. Almost. Let's see. We can take that power pole out. Yeah, look at that right there. Do that right there. Get a power pole. Or 7 in here. There, that did it. All right, and that'll increase the production of that a lot. And so will that. You're gonna fix something, might as well overfix it, right? That'll get beacons produced. Probably want to get a couple of factories making those now that I'm thinking about it, but for now that will put a nice big giant band-aid on it. We've got several beacons in our inventory. We don't need you guys anymore. We don't need coal, we don't need iron, probably don't need gears or any of those circuits. Definitely don't need that, and definitely don't need the iron or steel furnaces. Those can go away. Probably roboports as well. Oh, that is they're really attacking us thing. Okay, well, you know, it just so happens we are going to this area anyway. While I was at the mall, what I was going to do was pick up some things. I'm going to pick up some wire. We might have some here. Do we have wire? We do not. Yeah, we do. We have 168 wire right there. That'll be fine. We have defenses. Everything is good. Okay, let's head up to the iron station and see if we can't do something about that situation. Well, no, actually, first what we want to do is stop by... Oh, no. We went too far. That's fine. First what we want to do is stop by the refinery, or the smelting area, and drop off a load of beacons. And actually, what I want to do, now that I'm thinking about it, is... I want to take my roboports out. Let's do that now. Let's stop. Take the roboports out so we don't have our guys auto-building things. We won't smelt. And we're going to get a nice big load of beacons, and I'm going to actually take them over to the copper side before I let my robots go, because I want them to focus on that, because it looked like copper was the bottleneck. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we want to stop at modules first. Always just a little bit too late. We're going to get kind of a tour, use some of these sections of track that haven't been used in a while. But that's fine. We want to get the stuff we need. Okay, and that number there is actually hidden because there's a lot of hidden speed modules in there that are necessary. All right, that's good. Let's go to smelt building. ground to a halt. We need copper pretty desperately. Yeah, that big thing we dropped off really only did one section of that, and I'm sure it's probably backed up already. And yes, it is. All right, now I don't want to do all copper. I want to do some copper. So, oh, I didn't pick up. Just get a nice kind of little tour of the base here. Sorry about that. I didn't pick up any beacons. Okay, let's get beacons. Get speed modules. Let's get productivity modules. Excellent. Let's get ourselves situated somewhat. Oh boy, they're tearing stuff up, aren't they? Yeah, they finally stopped. All right, so over here on this side, maybe favoring this side just a little bit. Something like that. All right, let's go ahead and get our roboports in and let them go to work. Is that it? Really? Okay. I might go ahead and just do this side real quick. Kind of like a little quick little bout there. Just let them do some things. And then let's kind of go over here to the iron side. Just kind of try to distribute things a little bit evenly. And we are out of productivity modules. All right, that is looking a lot better on the copper front. This train is not loading very evenly. It looks like it's probably due just to module unevenness. Not a lot you can do about that. Not quite full compressed belts coming out. Are we missing modules or something? Why aren't you doing anything? Going out? You're going out. Oh. Yeah, you're supposed to go out. That's right. But you... Why do you have a speed module in your hand? That is the question nobody seems to have an answer to. Alright, well, I hope that's not all over the entire blueprint. I seem to recall something kind of being messed up in that part of the blueprint. Just making sure it looks like it's okay up there. That would have been a mirror of this down here, which all of this looks okay. Or at least it looks like it's being made. Any issues over here? No. But that would have been the upper right corner. You guys look like you are doing okay. You guys down here? No, you are not producing. But you're not producing because you are not getting any of the good stuff. But you should be here very shortly because you are getting a full line now. And you are. Okay. So that would have been a problem in the upper right. We'll go and check that on iron real quick. Here comes a train full of good old copper ore. Ooh, that was close. right, let's check the upper right-hand side of this just to make sure it's not doing the same. It is not. Okay, so it must have been just something weird over there. That's fine. I can deal with that. All right, and let's go into manual mode and go up here to this iron station. Oh, I missed the turn. Oh, well, I kind of wanted to park here anyway so we don't block the trains. And let's see. This one is definitely heavily favored. I mean, I don't want to shut it off if it has stuff in it. Do I want to base it just off of this first chest? Maybe. Let's do that. Let's see what this ends up with. 2.2. Do we want to base it off of that? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think so. I was thinking about basically doing it off the amount we have left. I don't think we want to do that. I think what I would rather do is make a system where we compare the amount. Compare the amount of copper like that's over here in this station as opposed to this one, and only open up the one. Well, see, no, that won't work either, because if both of the trains coming out need a station. You know what? Maybe it's a simple... Okay, you're going to mine ore 1. You go to smelt ore 1. You go to smelt ore 2. Why don't you go to mine... mine iron 1. Mine iron 2. Mine iron 2. Inventory full. Empty, full. That certainly makes it a lot easier. I'm all about the circuits and the cool little things that you can do with those. And I do like that. I understand that my problem could be solved by doing an advanced circuit there. But it can also be solved by doing that too. And I think there's a little bit of beauty and elegance. And wow, that train scared me to death. Other things just by solving a problem just in the simplest way possible. And it saved me a lot of thinking work with the trying to figure out how to set up that circuit. I think that yeah, I mean, I don't know that turning it off based on a circuit condition, you know, like a certain amount of iron here, because you can get in the situation where both of them, we want it to alternate, right? We want it to alternate. We want them to go to both stations equally. So it's almost like we'd want to have one of these stations open at a time, and as soon as a train pulls into this one, it opens the other one, and they flip back and forth. That might be the way we want to do it. But this works as well. While we only have 2 ore trains. We have 2 stations. That makes sense. That way they both get serviced equally. And I think everybody wins. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I am going to head back to the module plant and check things out there and see how things are coming along and see what we need to do next. Whether we need to look into, let's see, can I just go ahead and back up the rest of the way? Do we need to spend more time working on our modules? Are there things we need to address there, or are we done? And well, let's just go over there together, shall we? We got a couple of minutes left. Got a couple of minutes left, and we are right there. And boy, these trains are just booking. I love it. Yeah, whether we are kind of done with our module making plant here, not done, but at least in a situation where we can kind of let it go on hold for a little bit and just make modules. Why do you not have power? That'll help a little bit. All right, let's look at our robot situation. Got a lot of free robots. A lot of free robots. Plastic looks like it's not unloading even. That is kind of irksome. But you know, I'm happy. I think you know, stuff's being made. Is it being made optimally? I don't know. Let's check. Yeah, you're still having to wait a bit for green. Green's just chucking along as fast as it can. It looks like. Looks like we're doing pretty good there. Looks like we're doing really good with reds as well. Could probably go with a couple of more, maybe another row of green factories. How are you guys looking over here? You look like you're getting enough. Nope, you're wanting for green too. I may have miscalculated that. You're wanting for blue, but that's probably only because blue is wanting for green. I mean, it's not that far off. It's not that far off. It's almost like we don't actually need like another row of greens. Maybe just like expanding this out. Maybe making like 4 more of these might be enough to cover it. Provided everybody is producing greens just as fast as they can. And, well, I don't know if they are. Certainly look like you could be producing copper faster. I don't know. But I'll give that a little bit of think. See if there's something we can do about that. I mean, really, what I think probably would need to happen is I've got this buffer chest in the middle. I think if we were doing direct insertion here, it might help out a little bit. Because there's a little bit of a time it takes. And it almost seems like it's backing up too far here. Like we're not getting it out fast enough. And it certainly seems like that over here. You can see the red copper cable turning red every now and then. So yeah, I mean, it may be one of those things where a direct insert solution would have worked a lot better. But I don't know if I'm going to worry too much about it because it is working. We are getting modules. Things are happening. And I'm pretty happy, if I'm honest. Getting modules a lot faster than we were before. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.